Almost 7,000 rare diseases are recognized worldwide, with more being identified every year, and many of these diseases are fatal, with a majority not having any cures. In Malaysia, the situation is severe as healthcare practitioners lack the knowledge and abilities required to identify the signs of rare diseases, leaving many patients undiagnosed and untreated. From a recent survey, only 1,249 patients were diagnosed with rare diseases in public hospitals, and only 60% received their medications or supplements, and the rest continued with symptomatic treatment. Lysosomal storage diseases, also known as LSD, is one of the percentages of all dangerous and rare diseases in the world. The LSDs are a group of conditions in which certain substances or substrates build up in compartments of the body's cells called lysosomes. As a group, LSDs occur in approximately 1 in 5,000 to 8,000 births. LSDs are severe, chronic, often progressive, and life-threatening. These diseases occur frequently in childhood, but late manifestation in adulthood is not uncommon. Most LSDs have historically been incurable, but thanks to scientific and medical advancements during the past 2 decades, patients have hope. However, not all diseases are curable and treatable, but the treatment for those treatable diseases can be expensive. Now, every LSD patient in Malaysia that has been suffering from the disease has a source of hope, which is a non-profit organization called the Malaysia Lysosomal Diseases Association. Let us understand more about the MLDA through the experiences of its president, Engineer Lee Yi Seng.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Engineer Lee Yi Seng. I'm the president of Malaysia Lysosomal Disease Association. Together with me today is Hope, our mascot. Malaysia Lysosomal Disease Association, or in brief MLDA, has been established in year 2011. At that time, we have about 6 patient family. We get together and we form up this NGO to protect our children which inflicted with this lysosomal storage disease, or in the acronym is LSD. I have 2 daughters. They were diagnosed in year 2006. It took them about 6 months to get the diagnosis result came out. Because they were being screened through the normal GP in Seremban, but they couldn't detect. But luckily we made up one specialist, as a private specialist. He knew something is wrong. So definitely, straight away he asked us to refer to the GH in Seremban. After 1 week, they couldn't find any what they call, they couldn't detect. Then they refer my 2 daughters to Institute Jantung Negara. Alright. After a few weeks or so, the specialists in the IJM, they couldn't detect, and they said this might be due to genetic disease. Alright. Then subsequently we were referred back to HKL in Hospital Kuala Lumpur. Then subsequently my daughter, they have to do the liver biopsy. Then I need to take the cell sample, send to the UMC for the screening, and at the same time their blood also need to send to Australia for screening. The entire journey is taking time for the diagnosis to be confirmed. And during our initial stage, we were formed with 6 patient family, because after my daughter they get the enzyme, they are from cannot walk, suddenly my youngest daughter able to stand up, walk slowly and learn how to walk. So I see the miracle of all these drugs. These are some of the sample of the drugs, right, that actually the patient they need. So they need to go to hospital to receive the enzyme. So I've seen the life-changing experience and how medication can change their life. That's why when I receive a phone call from HKL that there are several patients in the waiting list, they couldn't get access to the medical treatment, then I said, maybe I need to do something. I need to help them. That's why I formed I formed this MLDA on the April Fool of 2011, in fact, When you were, go to the bottom, you have to find a way to go up. So I think the formation of MLDA is to reaching out to help more patients to get access to the treatment. Our objective is always really clear that no one is left behind. A life is a life, no matter how small it is. We have to find a way to save each one of them, and we should never give up. That is our main objective and why we exist. After 1 year, the drugs finish. Then we have problem to purchase the drugs because it's 2 million for 7 children. So how are we going to raise for the 2 million? So we write in to the Ministry of Health to ask them to continue the grant, but there's no news. Then finally we decided to do a charity dinner in 2016 in Empire Hotel, which is sponsored by Empire Management, thankfully. So we get help from IACT College to what they call co-organize the charity dinner together with us. After the presentation from the patients, eventually one of the Ministry Health officer said, okay lah, government will take over from there. So you ask me, the challenge is it's very stressful at that time because it's our responsibility. When it comes to our responsibility, it becomes very stressful. That is the most stressful time, if you ask me. We raise funds throughout the year by our campaign, our activity, our fundraising activity like Ride with Hope. Last time we have this Run for Rare running event. So normally we will have our event to get public support. So the donation from the public we use to help our patients. Life is very challenging, right? Life is very challenging, but we don't give up of hope. What hope brings to us is, despite the challenge that you have, you just need to get along with it. You have to accept. Let's say you have this child, you have to accept and do your best to taking care of them. We are still fighting for it. Actually, our journey has not reached to the target yet.
Hope and hard work are always the keys to moving toward success. For patients with LSD, the Malaysia Lisosomal Diseases Association offers a ray of hope to live a better life. Nevertheless, establishing and running an organization like MLDA requires more than just the bare minimum recognition. With a bit of support of yours, you could save many lives and build hope in them. Because in the end, it is all on you depend, their tomorrow.